Blythville man was arrested in Franklin County after police say he tried to steal a motorcycle with the owner still on it. The Franklin County Sheriff says 44-year-old Woody Wilkinson approached the driver on Highway 23 north of Ozark, pulled out a knife and told the victim to get off the motorcycle. When that didn't work, Wilkinson ran off into the woods but was arrested a short time later. He's facing multiple charges, including robbery and aggravated assault. Meanwhile, Fort Smith police are still searching for the suspect in a shooting that left a 16-year-old dead. Jasmine Johnston is considered armed and dangerous, and police say you should not approach her. She faces first-degree murder and aggravated robbery charges. That shooting happened in the 5300 block of Elm Street Tuesday night. If you have any information leading to Johnston's location, call Crime Stoppers at 78-CRIME. Police are offering a reward for information leading to her capture. A Springdale mother is being remembered for the love she had for her children and the people all around her. Rosalind Marcus was killed in a crash on Sunday, July 5th. Friends say she was known for her big heart. Arkansas State Police say Marcus died after another vehicle hit the parked car she was sitting in on Don Tyson Parkway. Her friend is now raising money through an online donation to help the family. She says supports from Springdale's Marshallese community have been overwhelming.
Oh, she was a great mom. She spoiled all her kids. She loves all her kids. In our community, we have lots of us that has big heart. We don't have to know you. We'll just welcome you into our house if you're going through something or you're in need of something.
The fundraising efforts will help the funeral expenses and support for Marcus's children. You can find more information about the family's fundraiser on our website, 5newsonline.com. Washington is mourning the loss of Republican Senator Lindsey Graham, who suddenly died over the weekend at the age of 71. A spokesperson for the senator says the cause of death was aortic dissection, a life-threatening condition that involves the tearing of the aortic wall. Senator Graham is being remembered for his presence on Capitol Hill, and President Trump said Sunday that Graham was like a member of his family. Senator John Bozeman released this statement saying he was fortunate to serve with Graham and offered condolences to all of his friends and family. In Arkansas, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders also released a statement saying in part, America has lost one of its finest senators. She goes on to say her prayers are with Senator Graham's family, staff, and colleagues. While trading strikes with Iran, President Trump posted on social media Monday the U.S. is now restating the Iranian blockade and would charge the 20% on all cargo ships passing through the Strait of Hormuz. An Iranian news service says U.S. strikes killed at least 2 people this morning. The U.S. has not confirmed if Iranian assaults targeting U.S. bases caused any damage. CBS's Jared Hill has more from New York.
The Pentagon says it hit more than 100 Iranian targets over recent days in an attempt to stop attacks on ships moving through the Strait of Hormuz. This as Iran targeted U.S. bases in Kuwait, Bahrain, and Jordan and destroyed radar systems in Oman. On Fox and Friends, President Trump said the two sides had at one point agreed to a deal Saturday.
And then they broke it. They always break it. We've had 10 deals with these people, and so we're just going to hit them very hard. And we're gonna keep the strait, and we'll probably run it. We'll become the guardian of the strait.
We certainly can do that. It would require putting warships up into narrow waters.
Former commander of the U.S. Central Command, retired General Frank McKenzie.
If you want to gain concessions from Iran, you have to directly pressure the regime, and you have to do so in a way that perhaps is existential to them.
Iran has not confirmed they agreed to anything during the talks in Oman this weekend, and a military spokesperson says they will not allow the U.S. to interfere in the management of the Strait of Hormuz. Iranian officials say the 60-day ceasefire that was agreed upon last month is now in a stage of crisis. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Tomorrow night, Fort Smith City directors will continue a discussion that began several months ago. It's about an ordinance that would levy fines against any city that buses those who are experiencing homelessness into town. City Director Neil Martin says he got the idea after conversations he's had with the police and fire department.
They're the eyes and ears of things that are going on around town, and they a lot of times are called to issues relating to homelessness. And they continue to tell us over and over that there are new homeless in town, people that they've never seen before, never encountered.
There will not be a vote taken in that meeting tomorrow night. A rare bipartisan housing bill championed by Arkansas Congressman French Hill is now into law. It's designed to make housing more affordable by cutting regulations, boosting the housing supply, limiting large investors from buying single-family homes, and expanding housing options for veterans.
This bill is a practical solution to one of the most pressing, challenging arenas that we have in the country. It demonstrates what Congress can accomplish when we focus on solving problems for the American people instead of scoring political points.
The bill also unlocks more federal funding for the construction of factory-built homes and eliminates a rule that requires homes to be built on steel framework to transport them. In other news, a study by the Walton Family Foundation shows Northwest Arkansas schools are making progress in getting students ready for high-demand careers, but it also highlights some gaps. The report found 7 of the region's top 10 career pathways now fall in line with high-wage and high-demand industries. But it also says programs like information technology, transportation and logistics, and construction still has some gaps. The Rogers superintendent says they've expanded career training options there.
Just don't want them to walk across the stage and get a diploma and believe that is the end of it. We offer multiple pathways that students can get state credentialing, licensure, and a number of other things to graduate on Friday and then be able to go to work on Monday.
The Walton Family Foundation says it expects the data to continue changing as education reforms across the state. Arkansas Attorney General Tim Griffin is announcing a $1 million donation to the Fort Smith Marshals Museum fundraising campaign. According to officials, it's to assist the museum expand its education reach. The museum hosts more than 2 centuries of American history through its exhibits and programs. Leaders say the museum highlights the importance of law enforcement.
The service, the sacrifice, the courage, that is all communicated so well here in this museum.
The donation is bringing the campaign donation to $8 million until the end of 2026. All donations to the museum will be matched until its goal of $12 million is reached. The Freedom 250 Mobile Museum is making a stop in Poteau this week. It's going to be parked at the Donald W. Reynolds Community Center starting today. The Poteau Chamber of Commerce says the exhibit features interactive technology and multimedia storytelling about America's foundation and history. You can check it out at the museum from noon to 6 today and 10 to 6 tomorrow through Thursday. Meanwhile, an Arkansas veteran is celebrating a remarkable milestone. Thomas Vaughn's, one of the last surviving Tuskegee Airmen, marked his 106th birthday over the weekend, surrounded by family and friends in the state capitol. Vaughn served as one of the famed airmen during World War II and later served in the Korean War. After returning home to Arkansas, he spent years helping farmers and communities through his work in agriculture.
Nice father, a guy that's well loved by just about everybody in the community. For many years, he was a county agent working for the Arkansas communities and so on, helping farmers, that sort of thing.